Good morning, gang. How's it going? If you're new around here, my name's Kathy Robinson Pickett, and I am the founder and director of Friends Together. And on our social media pages, we talk all things Friends Together, social justice, medical and mental health. And lately, we've been doing this together, our mental health moments, and with my husband, Troy.
Morning, Monday morning. Sunday got by us a little faster than planned, so we didn't get one.
It did. It was crazy. So Troy has a rule. We can't film after noon because he gets up early still and begins to fade. as many of us do as we get older, right? So I know I'll get some text from you guys about what this contraption is he's wearing here. This I should have been filming this morning, us trying to put this new contraption on, because that would have made good bloopers. But you want to tell everybody what happened and why you're wearing that?
So like 16 months ago, I'd come home and pulling into the driveway, I saw that one of the house numbers had blown off, and apparently in one of the storms, who knows how long it had been like that. So I went and got new ones and got up on a step ladder to replace them and got them replaced. And with the incline of our driveway, which is pretty steep, I took the first step down off the step ladder. So I'm only on like one up, but didn't make the ground, missed the ground with my feet, but I hit it with the back.
And you were doing this without anybody there, right?
Of course.
Of course. Don't be doing that, folks. Especially, nobody should be doing that, but
don't be doing it at all,
especially,
because nobody could pick me up anyway.
it's bad. Yes, he should have went to the hospital then. No, he did not. And you've spent a year paying for it. I mean, he's been to doctors and stuff since, but he didn't go till like really the damage was done.
I have healthcare trust issues anyway.
See, he does.
Like putting a needle in my back is not something I'm willing to do as long as I can still move. And surgery on my back, which from the damage that's done, there's like compression fractures with fragments and all kinds of stuff, besides the
You've had a bad back
decline
before.
Before, in addition to the degenerative stuff. So everything that I've looked up suggests the need for a fusion, which I'm not willing to do either until I can't tolerate the pain.
And just so you guys know, he has a reason to feel that way because his mom had multiple back surgeries. And, you've seen some stuff not go as good as it could have.
And I've been in the healthcare field for 34 years, and I've seen a lot of stuff that doesn't go like it should.
That's true. So anyway, so today's one of those days he needs to look like a turtle. So he's all about it. But the other piece is the damage has definitely increased just because of the kind of job you had up until now, and sitting and seeing patients, but not necessarily moving as much as you could have.
There was times when I would get to work at 5:30 in the morning. Once my patients started around 7, I didn't have a chance to get up. I mean, I took the chance every now and then and walked a patient out to get the next one, but they usually just came right after another. I didn't really have to get up. Sometimes it was 4 hours, 5 hours of sitting there without having a chance for a break or even to get up and stretch. That doesn't do well.
So actually, I think that just naturally kind of lead us in.
And part of that again is not me not making myself do it.
Right.
So we all have the opportunity if we really think about it.
Well,
but your mind gets sidetracked with what you're supposed to be focused on, and self-care. Hate to say it, but we all kind of slip with that.
Right. We take all these other obligations as the number one priority, yet, again, if you're not taking care of yourself, all those other obligations eventually,
You'll pay.
Right, crash and burn. So, But I think that actually leads us into, I'm going to change topics on you.
Okay, but we're 5 minutes in already.
Yes,
Let's not
I
make this
know.
a long one.
So we're going to change topics. And so I want to talk about, because I think a lot of people have experienced this, when they have something physical wrong, and especially when there's pain involved, that can really play a toll on people's mental health, can it?
It definitely can. Mental health and physical health are intertwined. You really have to have one to have the other. When you're experiencing pain, it can lead to decreased mobility. Depending on what your pain is, but it can affect you mentally. Can cause depression, anxiety, lack of appetite, too much appetite, with weight gain, which is going to make your pain worse if it's like skeletal like mine. It can cause all kinds of stuff. It's not good.
So, I mean, even someone like you who knows that can experience some of those feelings, right?
Sure.
And especially if you're isolated.
Right.
So, what's some recommendations for that?
So do what you need to do, what you feel you need to do. Not really what you probably want to do all the time. Get the exercise, get out of the house, whatever your struggles are with your daily life, challenge yourself.
So you did something this week to help with both those things, both the physical and the mental, something you've never done before in your 60-ish years of life. What did you do?
What are you talking about?
He joined a gym.
Oh, I have joined gyms before.
Well, not in the last 34 years that I've known you, but that's okay. You joined a gym.
But I haven't gone yet.
But he joined Black Friday.
Okay.
But he joined the gym my mom goes to. And so hopefully they'll go together, because my dad has bailed on the gym scene, which is crazy, because my father is the one who exercises every single day of his life, used to run 5K races every single weekend, all this other stuff. All of a sudden, he's just decided he don't want to go to the gym anymore. But
He's in his 80s.
he's 79.
Close enough.
He'll gut punch you if he hears you say he's 80. But yes, he is. But I mean, he still exercises at home every day, several times a day, and he walks on his treadmill nonstop. I don't know what's made him decide.
We all have some mobility issues. I think it's
He's
probably
got a
safer
lot.
than him doing it at home.
Maybe, because my dad does have Parkinson's along with early onset. So, but that has always been his mental health thing, exercise. And, one of my children got that, and they got it from my dad. They didn't get it from me, and they didn't get it from their father either, and that's Garrett. Garrett, from the time he was little, would go and run, because if he was overwhelmed, he literally would run laps around the house outside when he was little. And that is so important for his mental health. And in his wife, Jessica, she's in that same position, that as long as she's doing some exercise every day, her mental health is definitely better too. So when you are dealing with mobility issues, that really affects that. And it's hard for you to do some of the physical things just around the house that you would normally do.
Yeah, it takes forever to do what I used to do in a half hour.
Well, cooking the other day, that's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
How long it took to cook that meal?
Yeah, it takes a lot longer. I move a lot slower, I have to take breaks more often. You have to work it into the day.
So he's made some tasty things this week, but the tastiest thing, he made these cinnamon rolls yesterday. Oh my goodness. Not Pillsbury cinnamon rolls
This
either.
is ridiculous. I bought canned pizza crust, and I was thinking, what else can I use this for? Because the canned pizza crust, just after having the Publix one from their bakery, is nasty.
But not nasty. It just is stuck, and it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was drier. So I looked to see what else. I just Googled, what. I found cinnamon rolls. So I followed the instructions, and it turned out really good. I really like the texture of that.
You won't be making those, though, on any regular basis, correct?
I have one more can in the fridge.
Well, maybe you can make those when I'm gone Friday for you and your dad. So, yeah, and an update, I didn't even tell you this morning, but I made your dad get weighed. And so,
Not good.
yeah, he's losing weight again. He's down to 101. So you got to get on the tasty stuff for him. That's the struggle we're having in this house right now, because I am truly close to the highest weight I've ever been, and I'm trying to knock that out. And yet I'm having some sugar issues lately with my type 1. I'm having a lot of lows, so it's this constant struggle there. But the other thing is, Troy and I have been trying to eat a little, more low carb, but we need
to still have the calories and the protein here for my dad to eat, and whatever calories we can get in him without getting them in us.
Right. It's life, right?
That's a balance that's really hard to meet.
And that plays a part on people's mental health too.
That's a real frustration for me, especially hearing that significant weight loss. I looked at my dad yesterday and I saw a significant weight loss without even knowing numbers.
Well, that's why I made him get on the scale, because his shorts
Yeah.
were dropping down. He looks like a teenager with his shorts dropping down below his butt.
Yeah.
Again.
He's already so tiny. I looked on his something with his weight,
His my turn or
height,
something.
and it said 5'6". He better than 5'6" in his 40s, but we all exaggerate at least an inch. Because I think my mom had said when I was younger he was like 5'5.5". So instead of like measuring again or assuming some kind of compression, he's grown in the last 40 years. He's not 5'6". He's maybe 5'4".
Yeah.
And he just looks like a little alien,
He does.
a little skinny.
He does. That's a gene that you didn't get.
I hope not.
You didn't.
Well, the skinny part, but
Yeah. The alien part. I don't know if we made your face skinny. You and your dad have the same facial characteristics, so
mine's like twice the size.
that may be what skinny was.
2.5 times.
Genetics are so funny because both of us have dads that are, my dad's much taller than your dad, but both of us have dads that are built,
Not like us.
on the lean side of the statue. And your mom wasn't big. I mean, as she got older, she was heavier than what she was when she was younger, but, and of course I look just like my mama. So, but genetics are funny about stuff like that. But, so what is your best advice, your professional advice, not our personal advice, but professional advice for folks that are dealing with chronic pain in their life, whether it's from an accident or a fall or degenerative stuff going on in your hips or your back, besides get the medical attention you should get for sure. What about for their mental health? What are some things that can happen, they can do?
So just address whatever symptoms that you're having, whether it be depression, anxiety, isolation, and know that there are a couple of medications, mental health medications, that are classified as antidepressants. They're the SNRIs, Cymbalta, things like that, that are actually approved for nerve pain, for like neuralgia, stuff like that. So I actually had a lot of success with people on my last job because it was a long-term care kind of place.
People know where you were. Well, the kind of work you did.
Yeah. People came in with acute problems, but medical in jails, they don't treat chronic pain. At the most, for acute pain, you're going to get Tylenol. So when these people came in with psych problems as well, and could see that they were moving rough, or they gave me a history of that, some kind of pain, I was able to offer them medication that not only could help their anxiety and depression, but also could address some of that nerve pain, and it really worked.
Awesome. So definitely check into that, if you're someone experiencing that. And also, again, look at things that you can do that can help your spirits. And again, it may not be running that 540. It may be,
It won't be.
yeah, it may be, finding a new hobby that you can do. Somebody in one of my classes, I was so happy for her this week. She is someone who's been in one of my community classes a long time ago and is back, and she has a major chronic illness that causes pain, and she has had to give it up so much, but she's taken up stained glass, and she's making these beautiful stained glass things, and so she's found a way to keep her spirits high and do something different that's not too physically challenging for her. So that's what I would encourage people to do.
Yep.
So,
Whatever you can do to keep your mind and your body busy, without, causing you distress with the pain.
Anything else this week before we go?
No.
No? Okay, so thanks for being here. Now listen, we need your help. If you haven't liked Troy's Facebook page, please do. It's Troy Kilpatrick.
PMHNP-BC.
Those initials.
And TikTok at TroyK63.
And also, I'm going to plug away too. If you're not subscribed to our Friends Together YouTube channel, it's Friends with a space, Together Inc. with no space. In case this TikTok business goes away, we have to have another platform, and that's where you'll be able to find all our stuff. So go hit subscribe and like, and we'll always be able to catch you there if something happens. So have a great week. Remember, be the boss of your brain.